So, hi, I have a little rant that I want to make. I don't like posting videos, but I feel like I want to make one right now. And it's about these young boys that are near their 30s or in their 30s. They're still young. And they have the audacity to ask, can they like eat my pussy, or can I go home with you? Like, nigga, no, you can't go home with me. Like, you ain't allowed to come home with me. No, especially if not when my kids lay their heads at night. No. I just think it's real uncouth. It's not cool. And if you got some homeboys that do that stuff, if you ever catch it, tell them not to do it. I mean, really, like on the dance floor, I'm gracious enough to like give you one dance, and you want to make it into two or three because you think now, since I'm looking at my wig here, you think because we've had a dance together that now we must be in some type of relationship now. And then you have the audacity to ask, well, why? Why don't you want to give me your number? Why won't you let me, fuck you? Why won't you let me eat your pussy? First of all, first, it's one. First of all, only the privilege of eating my pussy is given to those, I hope I'm making sense, but only the privilege of eating my pussy is given to those who look like they are employed and can afford their car insurance by themselves and have their own place. Okay? Like, you can't get into the pussy, okay? I mean, this is privileged pussy. And you have the audacity to fix your mouth, and then you have the audacity to screw up your face because I say, oh no, I'm sorry, honey. You can't have it because I like money. Money, okay? And if you can barely afford your own drinks and you ride into the club in your grandma car, then no. And then if you wear sneakers, you dressing like you still like 15 years old with your cap turned and like, come on now. I don't want a dude who wears his money on his back. And I don't want the one that wants to come back with me to my house. Like, don't you have a place to live? And don't you have your own car? Like, why do I have to hear you ask, can you come home with me while I'm leaving the club? And I already told you no. Like, only those who are employed, can afford their own car insurance, and don't live at home with grandma are given some type of respect for that. I don't give it out to everybody just because you may feel that I'm cute. Oh, and I have another thing. I had seen a post, some little meme going around that just because a man is a good man doesn't mean he's the right man, and all of the people, in my opinion, were getting it misconstrued that I had seen in the group. Okay, let me explain that. See, I'm on a rant tonight, so yeah, y'all better get with this right here. See, I know many men that feel that because they go to church, they have a degree, they have a good job or a career, because they have a certain amount of money in the bank, they drive a certain car, live in a certain neighborhood, they have their own house. That means that they are a good man. They might be. You know what? You are a good man for somebody who has that criteria as good. To someone else, your house may not be enough. To someone else, they may want their own house. To someone else, your car and your house don't even matter. To someone else, you go to church and they may not want someone who goes to church. They may want someone who's a Hebrew Israelite. They may want someone who's Muslim. They may want someone who's Buddhist. They may want someone who's animist. They may want someone that is not of any religious affiliation at all. So to somebody else who's looking for what you've got, you may be a good man to them. And for someone else who is not looking for it, you are not a good man to them. Or you could be a good man, but not the right man. Because that means that there has to be some type of attraction. They may have to be equally yoked with you. And yes, you may be good, but that don't mean you're good for everybody. And she may be good, and that don't mean she good for everybody. You may not be what I'm looking for. And don't be offended. You're just not what I want. Don't take it personally. It don't mean you're a bad person. And I won't take it personally if you don't want me either. It doesn't make me a bad person. I feel that I'm a good woman, and when I am ready for the right person to be up in my face that I want to accept, and he understands that I am accepting him and he's accepting me, we can work it out. But I am sick and tired of these men getting up in my face and saying, but I'm a good man. Why don't you want to give me your phone number? I never said you was a bad man. I don't want you. And please don't keep on asking me, because you're going to fool around and get your feelings hurt. And then when I hurt your feelings, you're going to feel like I did you wrong, when in fact you did yourself wrong, because you have allowed for so much to proceed in the conversation that shouldn't have proceeded. Like you asking for more information, you asking for why and what if. Leave it alone. When a woman says she's not interested, leave it at that before you fool around and have your chin down to the ground, walking off feeling all sorry and ready to cuss somebody out because they've offended you. All right. I have some more things I want to talk about, but that's pretty much it. That's a rant from me. I hope that I made some sense to somebody, and if I didn't make sense to you, maybe it wasn't meant for you to receive it. All right? Now, also, I want everyone to have a good day. I want you to love yourself, love your neighbor, be good to those around you, and let me get on back into my screen here. Understand that I'm not upset, okay? So I just want for those men out there, I've had a few of you in my inbox getting your feelings hurt and everything, especially to you preachers who want to be all up in my inbox feeling like you have some type of entitlement that I should want you because you a good man, because you a preacher and you a Christian. I don't want anyone to get offended by this because I don't normally do this thing. If I do a video, I don't do it. But all you religious folks getting in my inbox, and you married men getting in my inbox, knowing that you were married, and then have the audacity, have the nerve, have the gall. When you send a message in my inbox and I don't respond in enough time to you, and an hour's passed, and 30 minutes or 2 or 3 hours have passed, and I don't respond, you act like I'm sitting there waiting for you, like I know you're going to be in my inbox. And you like, hurry up. Why are you ignoring me? I know you see my message. First of all, I'm going to need you to get up out of my inbox, because some of y'all ain't even on my list. But if you on my list and you get offended, then I'm not giving you the attention that you want. First of all, you need to go back to your wife and get your attention. Get the fuck up out of my inbox. Get the fuck up out of whatever group I'm in that you feel like because you see my face and a smile that is meant for you. It is not meant for you. I'm a smile whether you exist or not. Okay? I'm not your friend. I'm not your woman. I'm not your child. I'm not your confidant. If you have problems and you say, I just want somebody to talk to, find another fucking friend. I'm not your friend. All right? I got enough friends, and I am blessed that I don't have to use 10 fingers and 10 toes to count them. I got some good friends, and they've been my friends for over 25 and 30 years. All right? I don't need you for a friend. If you want to talk to somebody, go pay a counselor, or go talk to your wife, or go get a dog and talk to your dog and consult your damn dog. Okay? I'm not the one. My name in Facebook don't say consultant. It don't say psychologist. It don't say psychiatrist. It don't say therapist. It don't say minister. It don't say reverend, okay? And it damn sure don't say friend. It might say Facebook and say friends, but I ain't your real friend, okay? I'm just going to let you know that, all right? My real friends know who they are. All right. Okay, so I'm done. All right? So, number one, what was the first point I made? Only the privileged can eat of this pussy. Okay, that's number one. What was number two? Let me see, what was number two? I was talking about what? Well, y'all remember that. And number three, I need all you religious motherfuckers, you ministers, to stay about my inbox. What was number two? Because I stayed on number two for a minute, and I just forgot it like that. All right. So, oh, yeah. Good man. Yeah. The good man thing. That was number 2. Like, just because a woman don't want you doesn't mean that you're not a good man. And being right is what she wants. That's up for her to decide whether or not your goodness is what is right for her. You can say, hey, I can fold clothes, I can wash, I can do this and that. And for her, it may not even matter. And she may not desire that. It may not make a difference that a man can wash because, hey, they got laundry. They have people who can do your laundry for you. It may not matter that you can cook because she may be able to afford to go to a restaurant every night. It may not make a difference. She may be somebody that eats salads all the time. Who knows? So what may be right for one person may not be right for the other person. I do want to emphasize that number 2, though. Just because you're a good man don't mean you're the right man. Just because you're a good woman don't mean you're the right woman. I think that brings me to a point number 4, though. Women, stop being offended when a man just does not work out for you. All right? Don't think that every time a man takes you out on a date that there's a possibility that he can be the one. Just be open to the experience. If it's a conversation, just be open to the conversation. Just be open to receive what is good or to receive nothing. Just don't have no such high expectations. Every man is not always going to be the one. And if he just doesn't show interest, sometimes it's not even about you. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. It doesn't mean that you're not good enough. See, he can be going through a few things and he may, in his mind, have some standards that he has for himself. And he's like, you know what, this is a good woman, but I'm not good enough right now for me. It's some things that I want to achieve before I get into a committed relationship. Just respect that. Because sometimes when he turns you down and he don't return your call, it don't mean that you did anything wrong. It's about him and not you. So don't take it personally. Also, I'm going to do a number 5. Yeah. For you people out there that say you don't want a relationship, you don't want a committed relationship, you're not ready for marriage, stop doing things that are relationship stuff. Okay, stop doing relationship stuff. That means don't move in with nobody. Don't give them flowers. Don't say I love you. Don't say you are the one. Like, if you don't want to be in a relationship or married, don't get with somebody that wants to be married, and don't get with anyone that wants to be in a relationship. Because really, action speaks so much louder than words. So you may be saying one thing, but your body is saying another thing. Even when you think you're not talking, your body language is always speaking. So stop doing things that will confuse the other person to make them think that you want to be with them forever and ever. Don't move in with them. Don't have sex without a condom. That's relationship stuff. Okay? Don't be kissing them in the mouth. That's relationship stuff. All right? Don't call them your boo. That's relationship stuff. Don't say bae. That's relationship stuff. All right? I mean, don't go buy a set of pots and pans to share in a kitchen together. That is relationship stuff. Especially if you buying roses and all that. If you want a date. That means you have your own place. She has her own place. And if you having financial issues and you feel compelled to be in a relationship so you can have a place to live, you asking for trouble. And if you're one of those people who's done that, or you are doing it, I suggest you keep your problems to yourself, because you have literally caused your own issues, and you are now relying on other people to give you advice that you basically can't even accept, because you put yourself in a very bad position, and now you're in a situation you can't get out of because you moved into a place with someone you really didn't plan on being committed with, and your decision was basically compulsory. Like, you made it to where you had to move in with somebody because you didn't handle your business. So you moving in with somebody of the opposite sex that thought you wanted them, and they don't want them. I mean, they don't want you. Now, if you feel like I'm talking personally to you, I'm going to let you know this. I'm not. Because I actually know quite a few people who are in this position. Female, male, bisexual, lesbian. I know quite a few people who have done this and are in that position right now. And to all of you, if I met you personally and you're doing it, I'm just going to say, you got to have some strategy to get up out of that and make sure you don't ever put yourself in such a confusing situation again. All right? All right. Points 1 through 5. Explained a little more on 2. I hope that it helps somebody because I really didn't write it down. I just felt compelled to say something. I'm not a teacher. I'm not a therapist. Nothing. But I do want all of you to pass this around to tell these preachers to stay up out of women's inboxes. If you were so lonesome, so horny, that you got to be in a woman's inbox that you don't know, I'm going to tell you one thing. Take it to Jesus. Don't take it to the inbox. All right? All right. Everybody, I hope that you have been inspired or found something beneficial in this video. And I wish everybody peace. All right? Take care. God bless.